The courage to be authentic. Being truly authentic is challenging, but very, very rewarding. Being authentic is not normal. I'll tell you what normal is. Let's say your aunt visits you and you hide the jewelry and you don't tell her how much property you own. Why? Because if she knew how rich you are, she'd ask for money, but you don't want to give her money, so you pretend to be poor. That kind of behavior is normal, but it's not authentic. If you were authentic, you'd say, yes, dear, I do own a lot, and I don't want to give you any of it. Period. Normal would be to be invited by your grandmother. She invites the whole family. You don't want to come, so it's hard to refuse grandmother's invitation. You make up a good excuse and you tell her you're sick. I'm sorry, I can't come. I am sick. That's the normal way to go about it. The authentic way to go about it is to say, hi grandmother, I don't wish to visit you. Sick? No, not at all. I feel great. I'm not sick at all. I just don't want to visit you. Can you see why so many people struggle with authenticity? They'd rather pretend play sick and poor just to appease others than tell the simple truth. And for this reason, authenticity is an extremely rare and precious gem and should actually be rewarded, but our society punishes authenticity. Truly authentic people are ostracized in society, and we don't really enjoy their company. They spoil the party, so to speak. However, there's always more soft ways you can express authenticity. Now, I don't have to say to her, no, I'm feeling great, I just don't want to visit you. I can put it differently. I can be more charming about it. No, I'm not sick, I just don't feel like visiting now. Okay, I didn't say I feel great and I don't want to visit you. I said, I just don't feel like it now. And that's still authentic. It's 99% authentic. And that's better than nothing. Or you could say, yes, I am rich. I own all this property. I have all this jewelry. But I don't want to share any with you, because if I start sharing it, everybody's going to start asking for it. And I'd like to build these funds and invest it into projects that I've been pursuing my entire life. Okay, that's very near authentic, 99% authentic. So there's always more gentle and charming ways to put things so that you don't become too unpopular. Many of the problems we have in this world is because authenticity, truth, reality is highly unpopular. We don't vote for authentic politicians normally, and that's why so many politicians are inauthentic. And then we complain about the fact that they're inauthentic. Promise one thing, do another. Pretend one thing, think another. And if a politician were authentic and were to say, look, I'd like to fix these problems, but I don't know if I can, which is an incredibly honest statement, nobody would vote for the guy. People prefer being lied to. They prefer hearing a happy end story. And this is really Hollywood programming, which I call it, or happy end programming, or fairy tale world programming. So people think that by covering up the truth and reality they can solve it, but they don't. That's why authenticity may be challenging at first, but ultimately it leads you to much greater freedom, power, health, money, you name it. Okay, and if we were to learn authenticity, we'd also start voting for the most authentic politician, even if not all of their statements are agreeable or nice. So mainstream society excludes authentic people, but that's okay because the feeling of authenticity is its own reward, in that it lets you see the world as it really is. You can't see the world as it really is if you are not really the way you are. If you're putting on a show or a mask. You see the world as a mirror reflection of you. You don't see the world as it is, you see the world as you are. And I mean that specifically, literally, whatever you want to call it. That means the more real you get, the more authentic, the more honest with yourself at the very least, the more real the world gets. People who are inauthentic, they are cursing themselves with blindness. They make themselves blind. They remain absolutely clueless as to what's really going on in their family, their neighborhood, their country. I can assure you that somebody who has no idea what's going on in his family also has no idea what's going on within himself. The two are a reflection of each other. So as you become more authentic, you start to see more clearly.